हैं, गवर्नमेंट फॉर्मेशन का पिक्चर कब तक साफ होगा और क्या होगा मधुरेंद्र पाल?
नीतीश कुमार जी सीएम बनेंगे, इसमें कोई निस्संदेह नहीं है। रही बात आप डिप्टी सीएम 3 बनाने की बात कर रहे हैं, तो एनडीए के जो शीर्ष नेता है वो लोग तय करेंगे, और कौन कौन होंगे ये भी एनडीए के शीर्ष नेता ही तय करेंगे कि डिप्टी सीएम कौन कौन बनेंगे। यह बैठक में तय हो जाएगा और यह भी सामने आ जाएगा कुछ एक दो दिनों में।
Okay. You know, we were talking, of course, about some of the statistics as far as Bihar is concerned, Yuvraj Pokarna. Do you believe that these statistics are what have worked with the voter in terms of development, in terms of infrastructure upgradation, in terms of poverty, Jal Jeevan Mission, and Awas Yojana and others? Have these factors worked, these kind of core issues on ground, or is it a combination of other factors as well?
Election results. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Uday, I have always believed and maintained that any election results, come what may, are a accumulation of multiple factors. But as I started my interjection in the first half, Niti and Niyat form the basis in today's polity. Nitish Kumar has a track record of 20 years as the Chief Minister of Bihar. Narendra Modi has a track record of 11 to 12 years as the Prime Minister of India. Zero corruption, 100% deliverance. And you ask anyone who has boots on the ground, what is the feeling of any poor lady, any poor young boy, young girl, any person who has some kind of aspiration that what they have done the state for the state. I mean, to you and to me, people like us, a toilet is a very small thing. But ask those ladies who are benefited from the Jal Jeevan Mission, from Swachh Bharat Mission, who have been benefited from the toilets, the Pakka Makan, the 10,000 rupees scheme, the school uniform scheme, the cycle scheme. So yes, it is about the delivery and the commitment of these leaders. And last but not the least, one factor that you and me are taking for granted is the arrival of social media in the elections of Bihar. At least 45% of Biharis use social media, and the NDA has mobilized its voters, galvanized its supporters using social media, and and they have successfully penetrated to the core villages and rural area of Bihar. BJP used to be called a party of urban elites. Now it is no more. BJP has successfully galvanized even the rural, the Dehati voters, and everybody from Dehat to capital of Bihar, Patna, knows what Nitish stands for, what Narendra stands for. Uday.
Yes. Okay. Let me, in fact, also now take that to Ms. Joshi on how this election will have a bearing on other state elections and the national picture as well. Bihar is a Hindi heartland state. It's a state also that has a largely rural population. How will this decisive verdict have a bearing on the national picture and also on the subsequent assembly elections lined up next year? Already today, Giriraj Singh has said, Bihar abhi jhanki hai, Paschim Bengal baki hai.
Uday, that's a very interesting question. Firstly, I wanted to say that, see, this process has started with the SIR. Okay, this preparation for the assembly elections in all the other states also, like as the election commissioner has said in their press conferences, that this is supposed to be happening in all states, as was the procedure, as was the norm in previous governments also. So this thing of an intensive revision has been happening over so many consecutive governments, and it has been happening now also. And there is a process to it which involves the booth level agents of all political parties. So if any political party which has 17,500 booth level agents on ground in Bihar comes up and says that certain sections were left out, or something to that effect, and then after the draft version of the revised voter list, if they come back and say that they don't come up with any kind of objections, and then they cry foul after the elections, and that is I don't know what to say about that. So now this kind of a procedure, this thing about this intensive revision has to be conducted all over the country. Now, coming to the specific question on hand that you were talking about how BJP is going to be affected or how the NDA is going to be affected, quite clearly, it shows that the people do have a lot of confidence in the NDA government. Now, just look at the fact that even after 20 years, if Mr. Nitish Kumar still gains so much confidence, still has so much confidence, if the people have so much confidence in him, then it speaks a lot about the kind of measures that they have taken. So Bihar definitely lags behind right now
Well,
in a
obviously,
lot
no,
of ways. But
there has been a considerable
yes,
pro-incumbency vote,
but
Yuvraj Pokarna. But as far
yes.
as the opposition is
Uday,
concerned,
I just wanted to finish a point.
please,
Uday,
please,
just
20
let me
seconds, 20
finish.
seconds, then I need to go.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. But then, when you look at it, like when you compare it with other states, then obviously it lags behind. But if you look at it from its own perspective, the way in which the situation was before 2005 and now today, a lot of things have changed. So then all those
Yuvraj
factors,
Pokarna, but what explains the
starting with
collapse of the opposition? We have a situation now in Bihar where the RJD is down to 24. Tejasvi Yadav himself is trailing in Raghopur constituency. What explains this complete collapse of the RJD, the Mahagathbandhan? Also, the Congress is down to just one lead now as we speak, Yuvraj. One lead. That's it out of 243 seats. And of course, they contested on just about 50, I think. And Jan Swaraj, 0 leads. Complete collapse of the opposition in Bihar, Yuvraj.
Uday, the Bihar imbroglio is now an open secret. I have a few takeaways. One, Jan Suraj party was nothing but a product of, media shout matches, and PK wanted to be Kejriwal 2.0. Second, for Congress, there is no organization on the ground. As I have a figure, as Raj Lakshmi ji also said, Congress had 17,549 booth level agents, but not a single objections on ground. But on every television show, they were like, "Ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya." So Congress is now completely vanquished in Bihar, and Bihar will be the UP 2.0 for Congress. Third, RJD has to move out of its comfort zone, the alleged MY comfort zone of Muslim and Yadavs. BJP NDA has successfully dented the MY bastion of RJD, and I'm sorry, but Tejasvi Yadav has to work a lot, a lot. It is now somewhere I see a downfall of its politics. When he came 5 years ago, he had the benefit of doubt. He had the advantage of being a youth leader, the legacy of Lalu Prasad Yadav. But the very same legacy is now denting him, is detrimental to him, and that is why you must have noticed that Lalu Yadav was almost nowhere to be seen in the entire election trail. So that is my limited take.
Okay, that's your limited take. Avni Bansal, you want to quickly counter that?
No, I just want to, because I see that, many things have been said which I've already countered. I just want to say one thing on your show. I am saying this before time, but I have a sense that the BJP will not make Mr. Nitish Kumar the CM. So this entire dancing together, let us see how long this lasts. BJP has curated the script completely to its own convenience. So we will see if this is really the people of Bihar voting for Mr. Nitish Kumar. Then the BJP, in all honesty, should make Mr. Nitish Kumar the CM. And if the BJP goes back on that promise, then we know that what was cooking.
Is there any doubt on that, Mukesh Tyagi? You're standing on 96 seats as of now. You are the single largest party. I don't think the JDU can even, rebel and form a party with the RJD because they simply don't have the numbers arithmetically, or at least it's pretty difficult right now. Is there any doubt that you will be making Nitish Kumar? Will that be something that your parliamentary board will decide, or is that a given?
I think Mr. Amit Shah has made it absolutely clear about it, who will be the Chief Minister of Bihar, and that will obviously go through certain parliamentary process. But my prediction, Uday, is that of India Gathbandhan will completely get disintegrated. There will be multiple party elections now in this country because Congress will be completely marginalized looking at their performance. Akhilesh Yadav will not make him sit on his cycle. So I think Rahul Gandhi needs to protect his political credentials, which is going to be a
So,
serious
you posed a question to the BJP on whether they're going to make Nitish Kumar. The answer is yes, they are. The counter question to you is, are you still going to be in the opposition alliance, or are you going to be marginalized further after this rout, Avni Bansal? Because it seems that the Congress now has become a liability, is what Mukesh Tyagi is saying, for any regional party that takes it along. Akhilesh Yadav now will leave you out of his cycle for the UP election. I think that's coming up in just about a year and a half.
BJP can continue dreaming about having a Congress Mukta Bharat. I am a young person who has joined the Congress political party without having a political background, because I believe that power is not just about who's in the government. We need a very strong opposition. And the fact that, we are celebrating the fact that there is no strong opposition in Bihar is also a problem, which I think is more important than, the BJP or the Congress problem. So I think there are a lot of young people like me who will keep fighting on ground and ensure that there is a strong opposition. So we aren't going anywhere. But on the Nitish Kumar, let's keep an eye out and see what happens in the next few hours.
Yes, Rajlakshmi Joshi.
Uday, I completely agree that we definitely need a strong opposition, because you need an opposition to keep questioning, and you need to keep counterbalances on all the policies, all the schemes, everything, etc., etc. So every time there is a discussion in Parliament, every time there is a discussion in the assemblies, there has to be a proper debate on all the policies. But unfortunately, right now, what is happening is the opposition, even though they claim that they are much bigger in number than the earlier, and even though they claim that they are mightier, they don't allow any of the debates
Dr.
to
Pandey
happen.
Dr. Pandey also, have we seen in this election? Another quick point before we take a break, because I'm pretty much out of time now. Dr. Pandey, another question: in this election and result, do you believe people have voted above caste? If we are seeing Tejasvi Yadav trailing in Raghopur, that obviously means the Yadavs have split. If we are seeing the VIP party fail to open its account, it means that the Mallas are not all voting for the VIP or the Mahagathbandhan. So are we seeing this split in the caste arithmetic as well? Are people now beginning to vote above caste lines? मधुरेंद्र पांडे, वो सवाल आपसे है, क्या आप जाति से उठ के लोग वोट दे रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल। बिहार विधानसभा जो चुनाव संपन्न हुआ, और इसमें जो बिहार के जो मतदाता थे वह सभी जाति धर्म से ऊपर उठ करके माननीय मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी ने 20 वर्षों में जो काम किया है, और बिहार को जो,
क्योंकि हम देख रहे हैं मल्ला वोट शायद नहीं पड़ा है वीआईपी को, वीआईपी शून्य पे है। हम देख रहे हैं कि तेजस्वी यादव पीछे चल रहे हैं, तो यादव वोट कहीं ना कहीं बटा है राघोपुर में।
नहीं, राघोपुर में बटा नहीं है। राघोपुर में तेजस्वी प्रसाद यादव ने किया क्या है राघोपुर के लिए? वहां भी तो माननीय मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी ने नल जल दिया, बिजली दिया, सड़क दिया, सारा विकास काम करने का माननीय मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी ने किया। नेता प्रतिपक्ष और उनका जो क्षेत्र होने के नाते जो उनका जो रोल था राघोपुर के लिए, तो उन्होंने किया कहां? वो तो गए भी नहीं कभी राघोपुर में। इसलिए वहां की जनता उनको नकारने का काम कर रही है, और बिहार की जनता रियल में नीतीश कुमार जी को सारा लोग जानता है, बिहार की जनता जानती है।
तेज प्रताप यादव भी चौथे पे चल रहे हैं महुआ में, तो इसका मतलब है यादव वोट भी नहीं पड़ा उनको।
बिहार की जनता ने लालू एंड फैमिली को नकारने का काम किया है, क्योंकि उनका जो ऑन रिकॉर्ड रहा है पिछले कार्यकाल का, वो सारे बिहार की जनता पुनः वापसी नहीं देखना चाह रही थी। इसलिए उनके दोनों लाल को सत्ता से बाहर करने का, और पहले भी हमने कह चुका था कि नेता प्रतिपक्ष लायक तेजस्वी प्रसाद यादव नहीं रहेंगे, और वो राघोपुर की जनता और बिहार की जनता दिखाने का काम कर रही है।
चलिए, इस खबर पे हम नजर बना के रखेंगे। हमारी कंटिन्यूअस कवरेज जारी है न्यूज एक्स पर। वी आर बैक आफ्टर दिस वेरी शॉर्ट ब्रेक। वी कंटिन्यू आवर फोकस ऑन द बिहार इलेक्शन रिजल्ट, व्हिच ऑफ कोर्स हैज शोन आउट लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री फॉर द एनडीए।